Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. Of course, I have my gorgeous friend, Jean Shafiroff, back on the show. How are you, my darling?
I'm very good.
You were
so
getting
nice to see you.
Oh, of course, darling. You were feeling a little bit under the weather. I think you got a bit heavy into the Kentucky bourbon last night.
A little bit.
How much?
Just a little.
You weren't drinking too much, I hope.
Not too much, but it was delicious, and I was told it would really help the common cold.
Do you feel so common or you feel so cold? Which one has it helped?
It helps my cold.
I wanted to say that I saw a few of your pictures that you've been posting around Lexington since you've been here. You were interviewed on Good Day Kentucky today about your wonderful book and the wonderful charity work that you do. How are you enjoying Lexington? You were staying at C21?
21C
21C, is it?
Hotel.
Isn't it a lovely little hotel?
It's a beautiful place,
Yeah.
and Lexington is a wonderful city. I love the new downtown revival.
Isn't it looking great?
So perfect, and what I find the greatest is the people. The people are so kind, so loving, so friendly.
Yeah.
Of course, the horses.
I know.
And the
Well, we've got them
animals.
just outside in the paddocks out here. But last night we had Downtown Thursday Nights, which was just outside your hotel. Did you get to go and have a look at all the music and the street fair last night?
I did, and it was a lot of fun
Good.
with a lot of good people.
Good. That's what I like to hear. All right, let's jump on with the show, everyone. If you want to give your, this is hysterical, I have to tell you. If you want to give your dog the vacation of a lifetime, you can send them to Barkham Pet Hotel in California. It's a luxury dog care facility that will give your pooch a room with a double bed and webcam just so you can watch them for just $99 a night. Do you like how I said that? Just $99 a night. Or you could settle for a basic room for $59 a night. Your dog could also enjoy the pool, go to the gym for a nice walk on the treadmill, enjoy a $70 massage. Look, this is crazy. Or take a mud bath with peppermint and menthol. And don't worry, your dog will enjoy a nice menu with soft-baked cookies, a Greek yogurt for breakfast, and for dinner, broiled chicken or turkey, meatloaf, and mashed sweet potato. I ask you this, being from New York, with the, New Yorkers seem to spend a lot on their dogs as well, because the dogs are always in the apartments.
Yes, well, most people like their dogs more than they like people. So for New Yorkers to do this, it's no big deal, but it is a lot of money. And, I think, though, when you have an animal or a pet, a dog or a cat, the most important thing is for that dog or cat to have you.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
forget about the big bed or the big
The
massage
spa.
or the spa. The dog really wants you.
Yeah, I
Do you
agree.
agree?
Well, I do, and a girlfriend of mine in Australia, I've told people back home that I used to have a dog that used to come to my salons with me every day. And whenever I went away, I'd send him to the doggy daycare. Okay, and my girlfriend had it. She was up in the Central Coast in this lovely hinterland area. And it was a little bit expensive, and I think it was probably about $75 a night. And I used to get a discount because she was a friend, of course. But even then, I thought, this is ridiculous. Childcare is between $70 to $100 a day. People spend just the same amount on their dogs.
They do, and I can
And
say,
that's okay.
and a lot of people worry that their dogs don't have enough to do, and so they have, in New York, we have dog walkers, we have doggy daycare, of course, and people really spoil their dogs.
Yeah.
But I think that's something common around the world. When you can, you spoil your dog or your cat
It's
if you love
okay.
them, right?
Tell us what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page, and we put it up there. We'd like to hear your thoughts on it, especially being here in Lexington. I think there's doggy daycares here. I thought this story was really interesting because of what you do for all the charity work, and I wanted to hear your insight on this. Is money the root of all evil? Now, a recent social experiment suggests that people who have less money are willing to give more than those who have it. Now, in the study, people were labelled either high status or low status. Based on the amount of money that they had, they were then asked to give a communal pot, which would be divided evenly among all participants. Overall, the high status members gave less than the low status members. Now, high status means you had more money. The study also found that people who have a lot more money and made it themselves are less likely to give than those who got their wealth through chance. My question to you, my darling, because you do so much charity work in New York, how true do you think that study is? And I don't mean for you personally.
Yes, well, first, sometimes those who have the least amount of money have the most status. So I
like
think that's
that.
really important.
yeah.
And I do think, though, that sometimes people with a lot of money don't give, and I've seen that because I've been in the situation when I chair a lot of different galas. I go out and ask people for money, and sometimes very wealthy people say no, and sometimes it's because they're doing one big major gift to an institution, to a university, or to a hospital.
Yeah.
And other times, unless people grow up knowing about giving, and if they're not taught to give, they don't give later on in life. And I really believe that people have to learn how to give. And so
Well, this is your business. That's what you do. You know, you're a philanthropist, and you know, you were saying that, you know, it is important, and people who have less, this study is actually saying that people who have less or who have come into it and helped make the money, you know, are actually wanting to help other people and give them a start and get their leg up.
well, we find that a lot of people who don't have a lot of wealth do give, and I think that's a beautiful thing, and it's something that people should continue to do. And people should remember also, if they don't have money to give, they can give their time and their knowledge,
You said
which
that
is so
last time you were
vitally
here.
important.
Yeah. All right. I
And
wanted-
those that have a lot should absolutely give.
like Bill Gates, but he gives a lot.
He's wonderful,
a
and
lot.
Warren Buffett.
All right. We've got one more story for you. A woman took to forum website called Mumsnet. Now, this woman, she wrote a complaint and sparked a social media stir about how much a present should cost. Now, she said that her parent never bought her what she wanted for her birthday. This is ridiculous. For example, if she asked for Nike sneakers, that would last her a little while, okay? But instead, she got a cheap pair made through Walmart. She also wrote, I wish they'd get me something a bit special for the holidays, and if they couldn't, a card with a heartfelt message would be nice, but the cheap gifts have continued. I feel frustrated, unheard, and unappreciated. Jean, if your daughter wrote something like that, what would you say?
Well, often children don't like what their parents give them as gifts. And what I've started doing now is buying something that's returnable, so that if my daughter doesn't like it, regardless of, I have two daughters, if it's not expensive or if it's a little on the expensive side, they can return it. And yes, people are slighted sometimes when they feel that a gift isn't expensive enough, but I don't think they should feel that way. And maybe the girl is spoiled. Maybe she has everything, and her mom and dad say, well, we're going to get her something small now, and we'll see how she reacts
I have to be
this.
honest with you, I didn't really like this story very much, because I thought to myself, you know, who does she think she is? You know, let me tell you
In a
what one of
way.
the comments were. How selfish, this is people writing on Mumsnet, by the way. How selfish of you, appreciate what your parents get for you. Another commented, I don't think it's actually about the value of the gift, it is the lack of thought, love and consideration behind them. I have to be honest with you.
Well, she got a gift.
Look, I would remember my nonna, like sometimes, you know, she wouldn't buy gifts, but she would bake things for us. Do you know what I mean? A favourite dessert. Or,
And that's nice.
And I love that more. And I've often said, I would rather someone make me a home-cooked meal than them take me out for dinner.
Well, it's very
Because
special
that-
when someone cooks at home.
I love all those sorts of things. It's just so much easier. Tell us what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page. We've posted that story up there. We'll be back after this short break, everyone.